Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Siddhi Gogia and in today's video I'll be talking about who needs to go for therapy or psychotherapy. In my previous video, I talked about what is therapy or psychotherapy and how it works. So now let's understand who needs therapy or who needs to go for psychotherapy. And stay tuned till the end of the video for some tips on when someone tells you that they are taking therapy sessions. For therapy? We all have asked that question to ourselves. Do you or do I need to go for a therapy session? The answer to that question is simple. We all need to go. Every one of us needs to go for therapy at some point in our lives. As we grow, life gets difficult and sometimes we don't know with whom to discuss our problems with. Whether we discuss our problems with our friends or our family members, but the fear of getting judged is always there. And in such cases, the role of a therapist is of major importance because the therapist listens to you in an unbiased and in a judgment-free way and helps you overcome the problems faced by you. Now, many of you are going to disagree with me, but it is a fact that every one of us needs a specific form of therapy at some point in our life. It does not mean that we need to label someone that they're crazy, that they're visiting a therapist for a session. Imagine the amount of issues and problems we face on a daily basis, be it our personal issues, our work issues, or our relationship issues. Every time we face an issue, we call up our friends. And sometimes we get to hear that it's okay, you will get over it, or it happens with everyone. Or sometimes they even give a solution to the problems because they faced a similar problem. But remember, that solution is theirs. It might not work for you because you are unique. In fact, it is seen and said that an individual who is visiting a therapist is one of the most courageous individuals because they have accepted the fact that they have problems and now they are ready to seek for solutions. It is just a stigma on counseling that prevents individuals to seek the much needed help from qualified mental health professionals. Now, if we all need therapy, does that mean even a therapist or a counselor need to seek therapy? Yes, a therapist or a counselor also require therapy because they are also humans and they can also develop issues. And they should not feel ashamed to consult another therapist. In fact, they are more prone to become depressed, especially if they have no one to talk to or share their thoughts with, because the therapist listens to multiple problems in a day and they cannot discuss their clients with anyone else due to confidentiality. Doctors can fail too, but they can be treated with equally qualified professionals. It is never wrong. In fact, it does not make them any less capable in their profession. Usually, when someone tells us that they are seeing a therapist, our instant thoughts are they crazy or do they have a mental disorder? And due to these misconceptions, we sometimes stop talking to our friends and isolate them, meaning we leave the person alone. As now we know that they are visiting a therapist and they must have some issues. But now let's say that your friend has been diagnosed with cancer or heart disease or let's say diabetes. Do we still leave our friends alone or do we become more supportive? And if they are being hospitalized, we even go and visit them and tell them that everything will be fine. So why don't we do the same behavior for someone who's suffering from mental problems like someone is suffering from a physical problem? We usually, when we get to know that someone is seeing a therapist, we might say statements that might hurt the individual. Here are some statements you can say instead. Why go for therapy when you can talk to me? Instead say, I understand therapy can be useful, but I'm here if you need to talk to me. Only crazy people go for therapy. An alternative statement could be, I'm sorry to hear that you're going through a tough time. I hope therapy helps you. You seem normal. Why do you need therapy? Instead, try to motivate them and say, I'm happy that now you have accepted your issues and you getting the help you always needed. Do you talk about me? What do you say about me? Do not inquire them about their sessions because it is their safe space. Instead, ask, how has your therapy going? Or how has your anxiety and depression been since you started therapy? Is there something that I can help you with? You don't need therapy. Going to the gym is my therapy. Don't force them. They're already trying. We can only give them an option by saying, I hope therapy is helping you, but you can always join me at the gym or in my gardening club if you like. Lastly, therapy isn't just for the moments when we face the highest tragedies of our lives. Instead, therapy can also be useful in rebuilding yourself, training yourself in new skills to overcome your problems and to better understand, respect, and communicate your feelings. Most importantly, therapy helps us to achieve easier goals when we are not dealing with bigger obstacles. So consider this your permission to give therapy a try. Even if your life is going amazing, your future self might just look back and say, thank you for taking that session. I hope you benefit from this video. If you did, then do like, share and subscribe to Semicolon. Let's make mental health our priority. I'll see you next time.